Hi, my lovely people. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. How is everybody doing? I was like, you know what? I have not been live. I got about 40 minutes of spare time. Let me get out here and talk to my people because y'all, it is just so much always going on the YouTube streets. It's like, oh, we got to catch up. Life is life, but we are going to do this. Let me say hi to everyone in here. Hello, her Aries. How are you doing? Dime a dozen. Hey, love. Miss KKK. Hello, KNK. Oh, Miss Taylor says, my favorite lady. Hi, Miss Storm. Hello, Miss Taylor. Bless all. Hello. Good afternoon. I know there are different time places, and it might be morning. So good afternoon, good morning. It may be evening, good evening, wherever you are. Hello. Good afternoon, Judge Fifi. Purple Virgo. Wait for it. Yes, Miss Latoya, Indiana Sunshine. Miss Alice, hello, my girl. How are you doing? Honey, y'all, we got to talk about all this. It is just such a mess right now. I told y'all this in videos. Miss Daly, Miss Doris, good afternoon to everyone coming in. Um, I'll say it again, y'all. November is going to be a roller coaster, right? I always try to give y'all little tips, and like I said, I said this before, but I'm going to say it again because it is what it is. November is going to be a month, right? It's going to be a month, and the reason that it's going to be a month is because of the simple fact that we get paid a month behind, right? We get paid a month behind. So anything that we do here in November, we get paid December 21st. December 21st falls on a weekend, so we'll get it on the 23rd. That gives a lot of people time to just try and get Christmas done, right? With what they make. So it's going to be crazy out here. Let me say hello to all the people coming in. Hey, Storm, new to the membership. Well, newborn girl, well, I thank you for joining. It is 99 cents if anybody else would like to join. So I thank you for the support and welcome. Miss Kim, hello. Thick thighs, hello, my love. How are you? Miss Lady B, good afternoon to you as well. Honey, now I done told y'all, right? Hello, Miss McCoy. I see you come right in. I'm looking at my desktop. Y'all, I'm telling you, I'm 39. And when you start hitting a certain milestone, don't like your eyes, your bones hurt, like different things happen. So I'm looking at my desktop because I can see bigger, even with my reading glasses on. Jesus help us. But I told you guys we were going to do some funny things, right? That we were going to incorporate a few things that happen in the real world. So we'll open this up because we like to have fun and we like to laugh, right? So let me open it up with this one right here. Look at this mess right here. Y'all, it's not funny. Let me just say this. It's not funny, okay? It's not funny because somebody lost their life. But this just is just the very first thing to show you that people are like out there with it. Pennsylvania man in police custody for allegedly stabbing his girlfriend to death because he didn't like her haircut. Now, my whole thing is I watched the whole story. First thing I think is, oh my God, how bad was the haircut, right? Like, uh, like over a haircut. I don't know what didn't happen because here in his mugshot, he looked like he got busted to the white meat on the top of his forehead. But y'all, like I said, somebody lost their life, right? In this. So it's really not funny. And if you want to know more, what done happened was they say that he claims that his girlfriend told him that she wanted to cut her hair. He says no. Okay. Yeah, I'm like, and then she shows up with a haircut. He goes ballistic, and now he's going to serve the rest of his life in jail over a haircut. A reason I put this up here is just to show, as the show that we have going. Sometimes it just don't make sense, right? Sometimes it just don't make sense. And he's one that, honey, that don't make sense. Ooh, Thick Thigh said that happened about 30 minutes away from her. Ain't it crazy? Ain't it crazy? Like, come on now. I was really thinking, I that's gotta be some haircut. I would like to see that haircut because that's crazy. Keisha, hello. But then how about this one? This is what I'm saying. Like when people get out here and they say that mental health is real, honey, mental health is real. Mental health is real. Like, listen to this. Texas man admits to murdering his coworker because she took too long work breaks and didn't pay him any attention. Like, what? What? Huh? What does somebody else being on lunch break have to do with you? And if she don't want to pay you no attention, honey, then that means there's something wrong with you, not her. Maybe it's just, you're not her cup of tea. I mean, this is the craziness. And I was following this story. And I mean, he was literally, he knew what he was going to do. They were interviewing his neighbors. And the neighbors are like, yeah, he gave us clothes. He gave us furniture. He was giving everything away the day before he did this. And it's like he knew exactly what he had planned to do. That makes it premeditated. But it's like, really, is this, the world we're coming to, that people are really worrying about what people are doing on their break? I had to, y'all had to incorporate that, because that just shows mental health is at a high right now. And on this internet, it's even worse. In real life, people who ain't on the internet, they are struggling with some stuff. These two men that we just put up here, not because of a break and not because of a haircut, but hey, hey, it is what it is. I'm like, I got to share some of this with my people. Miss Aida 96, hello. Miss Veronica, yes, Indiana Sunshine said, WTF. That is, yeah, that's all I'm trying to say. That's all I'm trying to say. With that, Miss Arthur, yes, Miss Arthur, hello, dear. I'm so happy to see you back. I'm so happy to see you posted. I'm watching all your shorts. I'm liking them. Girl, keep going, keep building, keep moving. If you don't know, a lot of people over here have channels, and I do not ever mind if my day ones drop their link. I ain't selfish. It's enough money out here on the internet for everybody. Y'all can drop y'all links. Y'all can tell people to come and subscribe. Hey, I know when it's an off-brand person doing it, okay? And then we'll just boot them and bop them. But for all those that we know are down, go right ahead. Miss Nikki, hello, hello, hello. Crystal, good afternoon. Good afternoon. Baby, that just takes us. I wanted to get out here because this lady right here. Like, we'll do another live tomorrow and we'll talk about everything. We'll talk about, I don't know if you guys watch Strong Mommy Chrissy, but this whole marriage and all this crap, we're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about the battle between her, Liv, and Jasmine, and then we'll even throw Nika in. But since I only have about a good 30-35 minutes, I wanted to talk about this because a lot of people are offended right now, right? A lot of people are getting offended. A lot of people are offended about this community college, whole outbreak of what she's saying about it. Now, for those who do not know, we all know, even though her face is covered up, we can always tell by her belly and her goiter. Ooh, let's not get too messy. Let's not get too messy, okay? We can tell by the belly and the goiter, okay? What's going on over here? This is old Peach. But she's got the internet in an uproar right now because of what she said about community college. Now, I'll tell you what. We know that half the stuff that she says is because she wants a reaction. She wants attention. She wants somebody to care about what's going on with her. She wants to try and make millions of dollars. And I will say this about this woman: you have gotten out here and you made millions of dollars and you ruined it. You are a self-sabotage. I got a tongue tie there. She's a self-sabotager. She is a narcissist. She is a total loser in my book, right? It doesn't matter if you make $1. It doesn't matter if you make $10. It doesn't matter if you make $35 an hour or $2 million a month. Once you work and don't ask somebody for something, then honey, that's all you need to do. Whatever you comfortable living in, that's what you comfortable living in, being, doing, and whatever the case may be. This is a woman who can get out here and make money and just as fast ruin it. So honey, you do it to your own self. Don't blame it on the IRS. Don't blame it on nobody else. Don't blame it on Wood. Don't blame it on nobody else. Honey, you did it yourself. You got out here and you ruined yourself and you ruined your own money. But the community college thing has got people in uproar, okay? So let's talk about it for a second. Let's seriously talk about it. She got out here at first, and I think she was saying that community college is for people who were born to a single mother. She also then said community college was for single mothers, teen mothers. Then she said it was for the poor. Then she said it was for the old. Then she said it was for the dumb. Then she said it was for the slow. I mean, it's taking a mind of its own. It's taking a mind of its own. And it was really offensive to me personally. I did and I will say this, I went to a community college. I don't care about that. I went to a community college and I went to a local college, which can be two of the same things, but let me just say this, right? Anyone who has not even attempted college, anyone who does not have a college degree, anyone like Peach that barely even has a high school diploma, anyone who is married to a man that is slow. When you started saying community college was for the slow and for the dumb, the first thing I thought was, well, why are you and Wood not there, right? Why are you two not the first ones in line to be in a community college class if that is the case? If it's for the slow, if it's for the single mothers, the people who were raised by single mothers. If we listen to your story, Peach, you claimed that your mama was out here chasing men, women, and everything else, and she was a single mother that ponded you off on everybody, right? So why didn't you go to community college? They say it's for the old. Well, don't that qualify you and Wood to be the very first candidates to go and get in line and be there? Now, I mean, sometimes you look at what people say and then you think to yourself, well, are they talking about their own dang on self, right? Are they talking about their own self? And in this instance, she has not only offended people, but the more that she knows, right? The more that she knows that she offended them, she's knocking them more. Let me look at some of these comments because this is something. This is something. Oh, then she made a post talking about a crackhead. Yes, yes. Why would she talk about? Let me put this right there. Why would she talk about someone being a crackhead and she was the last person to be calling someone a crackhead? Yeah, I mean, once again, it's the pot calling the kettle black. Like I said, once you said something about community college, I thought, well, why aren't you guys enrolled? Why aren't you guys enrolled? Because y'all match everything that she's saying that people that go to community college go for. Her and Wood, they match it. I haven't watched her in 4 years. She's just a rage baiting weirdos who time has passed. Why or how? Yeah, she has not lost supporters. It's crazy. Well, I can tell you how you don't lose supporters when it comes to something like that. You go out and buy you a bundle. You go out and buy you a bundle. Someone's views typically reflect how many subscribers they have. That's why she's out here saying, oh, well, you know what? My views are down. They're saying I'm canceled. They're saying this, they're saying that. And then she's saying, but I'm not. And it doesn't matter. I'll get the subscribers back. Yeah, you can. You can go on a website and you can post and buy a whole bunch of followers, a whole bunch of subscribers. But if they ain't watching them, and if, I mean, a person who's got over what, on TikTok and Instagram and everywhere else, she's all over like 400,000 or 500,000 subscribers. If you have these subscribers who have their notifications on, you should be getting at least 60 to 70% of them people to watch. Honey, you dropping a reel or you dropping a short and you only getting 60,000 views. That means that something just ain't, some in the water ain't clean. Some in the buttermilk ain't clean, honey. It is just not. Miss McArthur, thank you for the super chat, my love. Thank you very much. Thank you so much. And she says that her and my subscribers both love my content. And for that, I thank you because if it wasn't any of you, there wouldn't be any of me. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, she bought subscribers. I think so. I believe so. Yes. Good morning, Grandma of Three. Dick Dye says Peach or Wood can't pass the test to get into clown school, much less community college. Bingo, bongo, bingo, bongo. And that's the thing about it, Thick Thighs. Like I said, does it offend me? No. I mean, if something offends me, I'm not going to get out and admit to it. I went to community college. I just have a question. If you get a degree at community college or if you get a degree at a university, does it change the degree? Does it change the job? Does it change the education? Absolutely not. I will tell you something. Like I said, I went to a community college and I've been to what is like a college that I would say it's called what they call an in-state college. It wouldn't be labeled as a university. I don't know exactly what the technical term of that would be. But when I was in community college, a lot of the professors that taught those classes were from bigger universities. They all, of course, there's some that's not, but most of them, they come from bigger universities and they take part-time jobs to teach classes over there. One reason that I decided to go to community college is because it was cheaper. I mean, no one wants to be in debt. It's cheaper, but mind you, me going to college, I'm still over close to $20,000 in debt for college. I pay every month on, right? but it is still cheaper than the average big university. That's number one. Number two, another reason that I chose community college was because they actually have smaller class sizes, right? When you're working and you're going to school, it's kind of hard to keep up. When you have a smaller class size and you can walk in and you can ask questions, you can get answers, that would be a reason why you would go to a community college. Also, most of the big universities around here, you got to park on one side, get on the shuttle, go over to this side, classes here, classes there. Who wanted to deal with that? I wanted to pull right in the parking lot and I wanted to get to business. I wanted to walk to class. I wanted to be able to actually, during breaks that we have in between school, to go and get me a bite to eat. Yeah, I wanted to have time to do the things that I like to do. And I was a mother. So I guess maybe I fall in the category of what she said when you a mother. I mean, I totally don't understand it. I really don't. But since she's made these posts, she's putting up all these facts. Hello, Dream Dar. Hello to everyone that is coming in. I mean, when she made this post, it's like, and y'all, I know y'all just heard that. If y'all hear that noise in the background, let me just go side note off topic. If you hear that in the background, people have been asking me in the comments, and let's take a funny laugh. When they hear that right there, they say, "Girl, is you on the toilet? Did you fart?" Absolutely not. I'm sitting at my desk, and I have a Pomeranian right here by my foot, and he snores. So every now and then when Rocket gets in this deep sleep, because see, before I go live, one thing that I do is I make sure, because Rocket can go out of his doggy door, right? But it ain't as well as me putting him on a leash and taking him for a walk. So I'll take him for a walk so he ain't barking through the whole live and getting himself all stunk up. Well, Rocket's fat, okay? And Rocket, he be chilling. And so, no, I am not farting. Because if one more person say, "Girl, are you farting?" Absolutely not. That is him snoring. He is right here by my foot. So I apologize. Yes, everybody keeps saying, "Are you farting? Are you farting?" I'm like, no, thank you. I am not. But since she's posted, let's get back on here. Since Peach has posted about all of this, she has also posted about, well, now that I'm canceled, she's back trolling, right? Now that I'm canceled, I'm gonna get back on food stamps. People don't like me and I'm being canceled. She's being sarcastic. Now that I'm canceled, people don't like me. They don't like me because I voted for Trump. They don't like me because I said community colleges for dummies. They don't like me because I call people crackheads. They don't like me because I talk about my mom. They just don't like me. That's her content now. That's her content now. So she's back out trolling, trying to say, "Oh, I'm going to sign up for food stamps. Oh, people are saying that I'm canceled and my views are down. I'm going to go get housing. I'm going to do this. I'm going to." It's like, girl, who give a damn? Oh, excuse my language. If you want to be on housing, if you want to be on food stamps, if you want to do this, if you want to get medic, whatever it is that you want to do, why is she so obsessed with government assistance? Like, you cannot tell me, right? You cannot tell me that she is not getting some kind of government assistance. Nobody is this, okay? Nobody is this obsessed, all right? Let's put a disclaimer. Section 107 fair use allows us to talk about it. Baby, that's what we are here to do. Uh-huh. Don't go out of your way to dislike anybody we talk about in this live. It is for entertainment and reaction purposes only. Honey, it's our opinion and our opinion only. And if you don't like it, you can see the door. That's how we think about it. But it's like, you are really obsessed with government assistance. It is almost sickening. Let's look at some comments. I was highly offended by what she said. Come from somebody is only good for laying on her back. She has no high school diploma, community college, or university degree. And that's my whole thing, right? That's my whole thing. She gives people this advice. She gives this people. I mean, the other day she was saying, go out and write a check to your what was it, electric company, and if it bounces, you still have 2 weeks to pay it, and you may have a fee at your bank. Like, girl, nobody don't want to live like you. Don't nobody want to live pillars and squalors and all this. Nobody don't want to live like you do. If that's what you do, that's your business. But don't nobody want to live like that and want to be like you. What kind of advice is that? That's some GED shit. Wait a minute. The advice she give, that I'm sorry. And I don't mean to offend nobody who got no GED, but Hello, Miss Cream. Hello. But that's some GED talking type ish right there. That is some 1 + 2 = 10. That's some wood math. Like, I'm trying to be completely, honest. Getting out here telling people how to scheme and scam to get food stamps. Honey, that's your life. Like, what? But you gonna sit and talk about people who go and get a college degree, pay for it, and you don't even got one. You got hood, garbage, 101. You got Ratchet University. You are a ghetto trash bag. But everybody else, right, has a problem. That don't even make sense. So when she gonna have these so-called twins, or did she have them? Miss Nikki, if you know, I know better. I'm telling you, I looked over there today, honey, and I'll do a video about this later. I looked over there today. She around there dancing, holding on to a chair. She dropping it low. The bottom of her stomach looks god awful. I'm sorry. No body shame, no funny business. The bottom of her stomach looks awful. One day she's in a nightgown walking around town with her tatas hanging out, and it looked like she done dropped off everything that she had up in that belly. The next day, it's out here and it's as big as all get out. I mean, I can't keep up anymore. At this point, until we see the children pop out and are in the NICU and she talking about it, honey, I don't know what to believe. I mean, it's a lot, and I do mean there is a lot of trolling going on that side of the world. It really is. Yes, yes, it is. Uh-huh. And she rich. Yeah, I guess so. Thank you for the super sticker, Miss Brenda. Thank you very much. Uh-huh. Thank you. It's hanging low, baby. It's hanging low. It's like jello. It's wobbling. It's shaking side to side. It's a real hot mess. I mean, y'all, it let's just talk about the pregnancy for a second. We know that the live is all over, but right now I haven't talked to y'all in so long. I want to go over these comments, and whatever the comments say, that's what we gonna talk about for a second. This is crazy, okay? Like I said before, most people that I watch a lot of family vlogging channels, and I watch a lot of things. Most women on this app that are pregnant, they show it from the beginning, right? They'll show, oh my goodness, I'm taking a pregnancy test, or they'll take a picture of the pregnancy test. We're pregnant. Then maybe a month later, they'll show that they went to the doctor. Then they'll show they had a checkup. Then they'll do gender reveal. Then they'll do, they do all this stuff, and you get to see them at the doctor. You get to see this. How are you claiming that you're pregnant with twins and you don't buy anything? You're still in this little bitty apartment. I mean, you're out here dancing, you're out here flipping, you're in the middle of a storm. You ain't, we've seen you film with a hospital gown on 2-3 times. We've seen you sit there with, baby monitors on, and then the next day your stomach is flat, and the next day it's big, and then the next day, your goiter's sticking out. Next, I mean, it's the trolling. It's like, girl, if you really want to go out here and troll, and I'll tell you, I'll put this up. I mean, anybody who starts with a belly like that, honey, you don't know what could be in there. I said it all the time. Good morning, LaQuinta. Good morning, Miss Briggs. Good morning. Yes, good morning to everybody coming in. Please hit the like button. It's like, when you already look like that, you don't know what could be in there. Like I said, it could be chipmunks. It could be a kangaroo pouch. It could be Woods deposit. It could be a bag of coins. It could be some nickels. I mean, you just never know. You just never know. It screams excess skin that has plenty of room to grow. And so, like I said, until I see some children, and unfortunately, we know, we've seen it, until some things pop up and she's sitting there in the NICU and she's recording. This isn't going to be a woman who's going to go off. A lot of people said, do you guys think she's had the baby? I'm going to tell you something. I don't. I don't think she did, because anybody who's had a baby, especially Peach, who's looking for money, if she'd have popped some kid out by now, baby, she'd be filming it. She'd be filming it. Like, if you going to film the lowest of the low, when your husband wasn't there for you, the birth of your last baby, and the struggle, and your mamas and your daddies and your brothers and your sisters, you cut air, she'd be filming it. Honey, she'd be trying to knock it out to get that December check. And we all know that, because she is out here trying to get the coins. She's out here trying to collect them, and she's out here trying to collect them very, very fast. So if she would have had it, I think she would have let it out the bag. She wouldn't be able to hold that in too long, honey, because she needs that content. And I did see somebody say, because her content is boring. Yes, Miss McCoy says her content is so boring. It is. It is. Like if you have to go out here and drag your mama up and down the street and then say things about people in your family and how they're drug addicts and this, that, and the third, then girl, go on about your business. Go on about your business. Like they ain't stunting you. They ain't stunting you. Nigga said not a bag of coin store. I mean, something over there going changalang and jangalang at the bottom. Uh-huh. It's going changalang and jangalang. That bottom belly is giving kangaroo pouch vibes. Kangaroo pouch vibes. That's what it's giving. It's giving something else. My cousin is pregnant and she just found out she's having a boy. And that was in September. Oh, see, and she's just a little bit round. I'll tell you, my niece, we just went, what was that? That was last weekend. Just did a gender reveal. I mean, most people celebrate these things, right? Especially if you're filming what's going on in your life for the internet. But this is a woman who says she doesn't even have health care. This is a woman who is obsessed with showing old videos of spending pandemic food stamps. Girl, it's like the cat's out the bag, Peach. The cat is out the bag, honey. You are getting some kind of assistance. That's how she started going down, selling stuff. Yeah, people never received their product. Then, yep, she wouldn't give out refunds, and she never takes accountability of what she's done. No, because she'd rather sit over there and talk. And like last night, she's like, "Oh yeah, I'm canceled. I had a class last night and I made $1,400." And then she threw a class last night, right? And everybody, I'm telling you, people are making videos about that class back to back. I mean, my whole thing is I would never take anything from Peach McIntyre anyways. I don't feel I need it. But she made a whole bunch of shorts. So I'm about to lay in the bed with my pajamas on, teach this class, get this money. If someone's doing that, they ain't even taking you serious. She laying in the bed, kids bouncing around, Wood laying over there farting and everything. I mean, come on. There's no coup, okay? And Sam Slub with the baby hanging out of her. Yes, yes, thick thighs. All this old freaking content, all this breastfeeding stuff. Ooh, back up, backed up, poop in her belly. Ah, now do your stomach hang low? Can you wobble to the floor? Honey, she can tie that thing in a knot in a bow. She can tie. Oh, I'm about to be messy. Peach can take that belly, tie it in a bow, honey, and smack it on top of Nika's head. Honey, she'll tie it in a bow and Nika slap it right on her head with that scarf she be wearing. And it be sitting right up there smelling like twat and old belly button. It's weird how she's this millionaire content creator who doesn't even know what content should be. It's not. If your content is to offend any and everybody, if your content is to take your whole family out, if your content is to show your husband in this light, and baby, ooh, really quick with the husband. Let's do a side note. Did y'all see that reel where she was dancing in that closet and Wood brushed on past her like, ugh, girl, Lord. He brushed on past her like, oh, I'm so sick of her. Oh, he brushed past her. He had this look on his face. He was like, ugh. He's like, I'm about ready to take my social security check and run up out the building. That's what he was. Tammy, hello, hello, hello. Miss Shalonda, hello. Good morning, Grace 82. Honey, he bumped up against her like, I'm about ready to take my slow check and get on up out of here. Mm-hmm. I mean, let's keep it all the way real. Wood has to be exhausted of it. If every single day there's a camera rolling in your house, you would have to be sick of it. There's no private moments. There's nothing. There's no moments between you and your kids that's not being filmed. There's no moments between you and your husband that's not being filmed. If it's not on film, then guess what ends up happening when it's not on film? She gets on here and talks about it. Good morning, Miss Armstrong. Good morning. So either way that it goes, it gets back out. And that's one thing, and this is about all the women, right? I can't stand these ladies on this side of the field that sit over here. Y'all haters. Y'all haters. Y'all hate me because I ain't me. How do I know what's going on in your home if you don't tell us? How do I know that 90% of these women that sit on the internet and go live, that they're neglecting their children and don't care about them? Because you show us. 90% of these women get on this app, they're live, they're talking about absolutely nothing. The kids are in the background screaming, yelling, asking for juice, popsicles, candy, everything else, and they act like they don't hear them. If you don't want people to know, then don't put it out there, right? If you don't want them to know, don't put it out there. Ain't nobody no hater. People just listen to what you're saying. And like I said, when it does not add up, then people have something to say. Someone said that Nasty Nika is, what did you say? Oh my God, this chat done dropped. Oh, let me go back up here. Someone said that Nasty Nika is pregnant again. I hope not. Oh Lord, you know what? Once again, thick thighs. I'm gonna keep an eye out for that one. I'm gonna say I hope not. God bless the child. I haven't heard anything about it, about Nika being pregnant. But I'm gonna tell you one thing. I think if she was, she'd be out here totally running up money, begging, and everything else. So we're gonna keep our eyes posted for that one. Because honey, I tell you what, that's some hot mess. That would be some hot mess. She lies a lot and she doesn't believe, yeah. Basically any classes. She's just acting always to fake out people on social media. That's all. Yes, it's all for, like I said, trolling effects and everything else. It's a it just it rubs me the wrong way. And then when you say things that will offend a big group of people, when you talk about, parents and death of parents, and you think that's a joke, and I mean, once she, I've always been like, hey, this is for entertainment purposes only. But once she started doing the things she was doing and saying about her dad, it was over with. But if y'all are enjoying the show, you could tip your host, and that's how you do so. Also, we could do super chats however you would like to. I hate when people say they always wanted a daughter, go on and get and never get their hair done. Yes, 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 yes. Or say, this is my only daughter. She's going to get what she wants. Well, what exactly is she getting? That's what she says all the time. This is my only daughter. She's going to get exactly what she wants. Well, what exactly is she getting, Peach? You don't comb her hair. You don't do special activities with her. We're not seeing you guys do one-on-one things. I mean, I'm going to keep it gangster right about now. You'd be better off saying that I just want a son. You spend 90% of your time with your older son. And I'm going to tell you, I think he needs that attention. I think that, number one, I think a lot of time is spent with him because y'all, let me well, hold on, because I'm about to say something real janky. So let me put this up. When we talk about this topic, I'm not talking about children. I'm talking about the parenting and lack thereof. So let me say that really quick when I say exactly what I'm about to say. Yes, there is a few reasons that I think that she hangs out, because I see you guys talking about McKay. I think she hangs out with McKay a lot because he does a lot that his father does not do. Some women in this world, and it's just the truthful fact, will take their children and put them in place of their man. If your man ain't doing right, they put it on their children. To see that this teenage boy spends more time in the grocery store, spends more time dancing around, spends more time filming content to bring money in a household because he's not at the age to draw a check off YouTube, is coming in their house. He does a lot that Peach won't do, that Wood will not do. Excuse me. He's at the grocery store. Supposedly his mother is pregnant. He's picking up all the heavy stuff. He's doing heavy lifting. He's carrying in groceries. He's doing things that his lazy old daddy won't do. She would rather go out and sit and have dinner with him and have attention where they can, film content and make money, because it's something her husband won't do. You can't put your child in the place of the person that you're dating and that you're not getting attention from. And that's just the bottom line of it. It is not to be friends with your children, it's to parent them. And a lot of things is real friendly in there, right? A lot of real things are friendly up in there. Hello, autistic mommy. Trentron, hello. Yes, you did make it. Yes, yes. That's a shame, especially when the sperm donor is in the house. Bingo, bongo, bango. That's my whole thing. You're making him be something that he doesn't need to be. You're drawing too much attention to him. That's my thing. Uh-huh. Yeah. That's why he doesn't have a relationship with his father. Also, when the son is typically really close to their mother, if I'm gonna guess in this situation, he's seeing the things that Wood does to his mother. Cheats on his mother, oh my goodness, doesn't bring anything into the household, doesn't contribute, is lazy. And he's starting to resent that, right? He's like, oh my God. And then you know that having more children on top of children has got to be causing him to have some kind of just anxiety alone. I think that this young fella, I think Gregory McKay has just a lot on his shoulders. He really does, right? From people in school. I don't care what anybody says. I've seen content creators say, "Oh, ain't nobody gonna bully him over what his mother says." If you watch her dancing videos and see her behind hanging out, if you watch her dancing videos and you see her gut hanging out, if you watch her make songs about how good his dad's D is, if you watch him get out here and dance with his parents and they all look like a fool and they make a mockery of people, then they offend people, then yes, people will take it out on them. At the end of the day, this is a cruel, cruel world. When we started this, we seen how people think, right? And think real crazy and do crazy things. So children are mean. And I'm a big firm believer that yes, the things that his mother does really does affect him in his life. Yes. And then I seen someone ask, was Wood his father? Queenie the Virgo said, is he Wood's son biologically? Honey, everybody wanna know that question, right? We'll say let's put allegedly in front of this. Allegedly, she was a 304 ho hop around the time of the first two being born. And so we don't know. We just don't know. Honey, that's the thing. Her family has, here, look. There you go, Queenie. No, allegedly. Yeah, we'll put that up there. Her family has come out saying that she has had to have numerous DNA tests and things like that. So, that's the thing. That's the whole thing. Okay. Yeah, it's very inappropriate. It's very, 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 very inappropriate. Yes, it is. Cheryl McCoy says her son has no friends. And I'm going to tell you, right? I have a teenage son. So, I mean, I ain't just talking about this out the crack of my ass, right? I have a son. I have one son. So it's probably different. I only have one child. My firstborn was a boy. A boy is the mother's first love, and you are just attached to him. It don't matter if it's born first, second, third. I got doubled down because he's my only, and he was a boy. And my son is a in the house type of fella. He goes to work, he comes home, but he has friends. And I don't care what age you are. I mean, do you not go? My son plays football. He plays football. And then when it's basketball season, if he's not interested, he loves going to the basketball games with his friends. His friends and him go to the mall. I mean, it's like, what is Gregory out here making all this money to do? You know what I mean? Like, he's out here on this internet. What is he doing with this money? We don't see him go to the mall with his friends. We don't see him go hang out with his friends. He will film every now and then if he goes to a school event. But where are his friends? Maybe that's why he's not motivated to drive, because there's nowhere for him to go. There's nothing for him to do. Maybe he knows that driving is just going to make him be a chauffeur for the kids. Like, I don't understand it. I really don't. I mean, I remember being in high school. I see my son being in high school. My son, I mean, at 17, y'all have to tell me, because maybe I'm out of whack. But at 17, aren't children usually like dating, have a crush on someone? Like, I don't know. My son has had a girlfriend that's been steady for like a year now, and he'll be 18 in December. So, I mean, he goes out with her. She comes over here, he goes over there. Like, when I was in high school, I had crushes on boys, and I was at 17, 18, I'm going out with boys. Like, I'm driving, like, isn't that like the natural thing? I mean, maybe, like I said, maybe I'm off. Maybe I don't know, but I just think personally at that age, people have crushes on each other and they want to go hang out and they want to go see girls and they want to be here, be there. My thing is, as long as I don't care for house parties. I don't care for kids going to house parties, because you just never know what happened. Too much stuff goes on. I believe there's something off. Yeah, I mean, okay, so yeah, okay, so y'all is saying that that is normal. I would typically think you would have a crush on someone. Hey, DC for life, hello, hello. Yeah, I mean, I ain't trying to go too deep because I feel that something is off too, right? Um, and that's a bit much. Miss Storm, you're not trying to be your son's everything. In a sense, you are, but you allow him to grow and be a young man, the young man you raised him to be. Well, I'll tell you guys one thing. When I look at a teenage child, right? Well, I'll just use myself as an example. When it comes to my son Xavier, I put a lot of time in with him. Me and his father both did to make him be a grown man. To I've given him the lessons, I've given him the tools. Now it's his time and his turn to go out. I have to let him go out in the world to see if he's going to do the things that I taught him to do. If I don't allow him to go out and be him, how do I know the things that I taught him that he absorbed? If he's not out here using the tools, then how do you know? You have to go out and you have to have your own social life. You have to do this, you have to do that. You have to let your children go out into this real world, because this real world right now is whew, it's real rough. So I trust that everything that I've taught Xavier, my child, that he will reflect it when he goes out in the outside world. And I love that he has independence. At that age, you should be very happy when your child has independence. Because, honey, I'm tired of driving everywhere. I'm not even gonna lie. I was tired of driving everywhere. I'm very, very happy that when he gets up to go to school, guess what? He gets in his own vehicle, drives himself to school. My alarm doesn't have to go off. He does that. He drives himself to work. He texts me, Mama, I made it. Mama, I'm here. Have a good day, son. Yes. Like, I like that. I like that independence. I don't know about nobody else, honey, because I done did 17 years of waking up, right? Waking up, being there, doing it. I'm enjoying it. Hey, Storm, my son's the same age, and he will be 17 in 3 months. He goes to football games, the movies, the mall. He's also an athlete himself. And there's times he does just want to be at home. Yeah. Yeah. And that's my thing. It's like one thing I had told Xavier a long time ago. A part of working is when you work somewhere, you get to make friends at work. That doesn't open up people that are at school. Those are your friends, but now you have work friends, work associates. The more you put yourself out there, the more better community that you have. So I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't want him. I don't want my son up under me. I don't want. Let me tell you something. My baby graduates in May. He'll be done with school in January. He walks with his class in May. He's graduating early, academic honors. He's good to go on that note. I have always been one to not toot my own horn. I was happy. I was like, ooh, wait, my baby will be graduating and going off to college, and I'll be 39, right? I'll be a whole 39. Big whoop. I'm going to live my life, right? Yay, honey, I did it. Yay. Like I'm over here celebrating. Like I'm still young enough if I wanted to go drop it low. Honey, no thank you. No thank you. At, at 17, I had a part-time job after high school. Exactly. Like it's got to be something. Hello, Nerly. I am doing great. How are you? I mean, at this point, none of it adds up to me. None of it. It's weird. It's out there. It's sideways. But like I said, I've never seen a woman so obsessed with government assistance, right? I have never, like, now she's saying she's canceled. Now she's going to get government assistance. Now she's dropping it low. Girl, same old, same old, same old, same old. I couldn't wait to be an empty nester. And that's my thing. It's like, I love my son to death. I will die for him today, honey. And I don't want him to go far for school. He's made his decision. Um, I'm going to be right there, whatever he may need, but I want him to have a life experience. I want him to, go through the ups and downs. I want him to, hey, my girlfriend is going to this school and I'm going to that school. How are we going to make this work? Okay, son, I'll give you some advice on how to make it work. But at the end of the day, it's really up to you guys. Like, I want that because if you don't have real life experience, this world will swallow you up. Yes, allowing our kids to be exposed to the real world can be scary. However, we have to teach them and release them because the world will eat them up. Yes, and spit them out if they're not prepared. And that's my whole thing about it. That's my whole thing about it. If you don't do it, it can be cruel. And maybe the fact that your Peach is not allowing him to be his own person, he probably does not know how to maneuver and manage everything that's going on in his high school right now. Like, girl, he has a car. You say he has a license, whatever the hell you say. But as soon as he has a rough day, you run there to be a bully yourself. You run there to make content about it. First off, let me just say this, okay, before we get up out of here. If my son called me and said this, whatever happened at school happened, if he was clearly upset about it, is the first thing that you do is pick up a damn camera? Like, that's what you worried about? That's what you worried about. You claim that your son called you and you went up there. He was upset. You took him a sweatshirt. You should have handled that right then and there. Ain't no, I'm going to leave you here because this is her, right? She told us that he was upset about the incident that happened at school. She took him a new hoodie. He was up there. He was crying. He was visibly upset. But she trolleyed herself back on home, right? Once your child is crying, once your child is upset, you know that they've been affected at all. They're 17. What is Gregory McKay, 16, 17, and he's at school crying? You should have never left him there in that situation. But then she says, after I left, his teacher sends me an email and tells me that he's having a hard time in class, that he's crying, that he's upset. So she went back up there. Honey, you should have handled that when you first went there. I wouldn't have left until it was handled. I wouldn't have left that damn school till it was handled. I wouldn't have left that school until I felt comfortable, and I wouldn't have left that school without my child. You put him back into the lion's den. Could you imagine? And I ain't trying to be funny. Somebody, right, who's a teenage boy that's standing in high school crying. Do you not know that people are probably bullying him for that right there? Do you not? Once you've seen that your child was unconsolable, once you've seen that your child was affected this far, why would you leave him there? Now people are going to nitpick with him. You cry, baby, you this, you that. Why? Why would you leave your child there in that situation? Does not, and there go Rocket Snoring again, make any sense to me. You set him up to be in a bad situation. Because my son, my baby, they're coming home with me. We getting to the bottom, and he coming home with me. Yeah, not normal. He's definitely, yeah, he's a target. Yes. Because she wanted to hurry and see what Will was doing. And she wanted to get out there and make content all day. Having to take an hour to figure out what's going on with your child, and then you film it, lets us know you have no content. You show your son walking out of school crying. Then you have him driving with a camera in his face talking about, are you okay? And he's shaking his head no. What? Girl, boo. Mm-mm. Nope. And this is what people fail to realize. When people like us, meaning reactors, get out here and we say that a lot of these mothers do child exploitation, that's a form of it, right? That's a form of it. You have nothing to say for yourself if you are filming the ups and downs and private moment of your children. That is child exploitation. That means that you're making money off of his grief, off of his pain, off of his story. If you would have took your child home, sat down, made sure that he was okay, and then maybe talked about it on a live, like, hey, there was a situation. But for you to be filming all up and down in his school, to be showing him walking out crying, to show him in the car visibly, his eyes are swollen. He is very upset. He is just like going through something. You ain't talking to him. You talking to a camera. Bitch, please. You better than me. You better than me. And my whole thing that really, really got me with the situation, right? Because I got to get off here in a minute. One thing that really took me out the ballpark was this is a teenage boy. This is a teenage son, right? Your son is having a hard time at school with a male officer. With a male officer. She said it. She said it, y'all, not my words. It was she said it was a male. She said it was a white man. Let me just, I'm trying to, okay? Uh-huh. Well, thank you, Thick Thighs, for being here, my love. Thank you for being here, my dear. Have a great meeting. She said that it was a white man officer. She said her son called her crying. She said that she was trying to get it figured out. Where was your husband? Where was your husband? Where was he? Let's keep it all the way gangster. Where was your husband? If your teenage son, your son, is having a breakdown, don't you think he may want a male figure? Don't you think that his father needs to go up there and, number one, check this male so-called officer that was in his son's face? Wouldn't you think that a male should handle a male? Why didn't his father go up there? If his son is crying and having a breakdown, wouldn't you think, that Wood should go up there and talk to his son, give him a freaking pep talk, tell him it's okay, whatever the case may be? Honey, please. Something just something ain't adding up. Her husband should have went and handled that. Yeah, she always do if she's out of order. Yeah, he was at home laying in the bed like when she taking a bath and they all come rolling up in there. If y'all are enjoying the show, please tip your host. All tips are really greatly appreciated. Yes, yes, yes. That's one thing that got me with it. That's what I'm not even gonna lie. That's one thing that got me with it. I'm trying to click y'all comment. I'm clicking everything else. As a parent doing the drop off, why even allow your child to get out of the car? Yeah, bingo. Yeah, Wood is useless. Peach is the male figure, and that's what she's happy with being. That's what's happy with being. But you should have let your husband go up there and handle that. You should have let, your husband is so called. Thank you, Fifi. Thank you. Your husband is so called all that in a bag of chips. Then you should have let him go up there and do what he had to do. But Wood too slow. That's what she'll say. He doesn't know how to handle it. He's just not good at that. He's not good at this. He's not, whatever. Because Peach is more of a man than Wood. Exactly. If Wood didn't have a Wood, if y'all know what I'm talking about, then, honey, he might have been the mama. Honey, he might be Miss Doubtfiring it over there. When I issued in school, both of my parents showed up. In this case, his daddy should have stepped up. Exactly. If not, you would be right. Why didn't both of you go? Because according to her, right, the other kids are all in daycare. She keeps showing all these receipts. He keeps showing all these receipts that they in daycare. So shouldn't nobody be at home? Because even Phenomenal, according to her, is in daycare. The other ones are in school. Wood has a vehicle of his own. You know, the one that you bought cash before you bought you a house. So even if you would have been out doing something, you call his daddy. You need to get up to the school. Okay? You need to do it right now. They say because the elevators are stuck between floors. Miss Armstrong. Why was he crying in school? Well, Nerly, according to Peach, she says that a male officer of the school approached him and told him he was not in school uniform, but he really was. And she said that it upset her son. That's what she said. That's what she said. But, she didn't want him to meet with the female teacher. Yeah, because the last time he met, she got to sleeping with him, right? He was crying because he wants a relationship with his biological father. Oh my gosh. Y'all say things that I think, so I thank y'all for that. Where was her husband at? Good question. Good question. At the casino. Definitely not. I don't want teenage kids under me. My daughter was working. Yes, in her teenage years. Bingo. You're making big storms. You go. Thank you, Miss Lisa. Thank you. He couldn't call his daddy. He doesn't know him. Oh my God. I had to take a drink of beverage. I'm telling you, you just don't never know what's going on until the ish hits the fan. And it's hitting the fan, right? If I was you, I tell you what, if I was her, who has a lot of skeletons in her closet, I wouldn't keep showing my kids how to use social media because they're going to bust loose. They're going to bust loose. Somebody going to come out like she do Tracy, and they're going to tell what's really going on over there. That's what's going to happen here in a minute. Yeah. Hey, Storm, she emasculates her son and husband. Bingo, bongo. Yeah. And when you do that, don't be surprised what you get. Don't be surprised. If that's all, just a cop speaking to him about it's sad. Yeah. That's why I said her stories always leave out a big tad bit, right? Her stories always leave out a big tad bit. In this instance, it was like Peach wanted to just say, oh, it was a white officer that attacked a black student. That was what she was trying to make it be. But then people were seeing through the cracks, like, girl, why are you emailing the principal? Why aren't you talking to the principal? Where's your like? People start seeing through all of that. Like, it just made no sense. He weak as water. That's nothing to cry about. Exactly. Like my son, if he felt some type of way, if that would have been my son would have called me and been like, or text me and been like, well, mom, they saying this and that. Can you bring me another shirt? I'd have brought him a shirt, and then I would have asked them what the hell was going. Like, I don't know. I'm a different person. It would have been big. It would have been a big damn deal. That's what it would have been. Surviving YouTube moms. Yeah. Yeah, yes, show up for the kids. It would be something. But y'all, I got to get out of here. I got to get ready for work. But I'm going to thank all y'all for being here. Honey, without y'all, there is no me. I want to thank all, and I do mean all that are here. I want to thank all my mods that were here. I want to thank them because they're doing a job that they do not get paid for, honey, and they are here supporting me. I thank all my members. I thank everyone who super chatted me. I thank everyone who sent a tip. If you enjoyed the show, please tip your host. Honey, I be trying to be out here working. I thank all of y'all for being in attendance because without y'all, there is no me. We will get out here and we will do this very soon again. But I just want y'all to know that I hope y'all have y'all a wonderful day. For all the people that are here, thanks for being here. For all the people that will be in the replay, I thank y'all for watching. If you haven't hit the like button, please do. And guess what, y'all? Just have a wonderful day and just know that laughter is always better. I will see you guys in the next one. Y'all have a wonderful day.